Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to HPT. Today we're going to break into some losses. Losses are an important part of trading. As a matter of fact, you're never going to meet a trader that has never gone through a loss, okay? But what I really want to discuss in this video is the difference between a unhealthy loss and a healthy loss, okay? See, once again, we're day traders, so losing is a part of the game. But what's most important is to really talk about why you lost. Okay. Like it's something that you'll hear me say over and over is, did I break character? Okay. So today I took two losses, or actually I took three losses. In one of the trades, though, that we're going to break down, I failed to follow one of my rules. So I want to talk about that today in this video. And of course, if you guys like anything that you see today or you appreciate this content, make sure you like it, send it to somebody that needs it, and make sure you take as much as you can from it so that come tomorrow, you will not execute and make the same bad decisions that you made the previous day. And that's the most important part about trading. Like one of the main things that really helped me kind of, break that threshold of inconsistency is something I like to call self-reflection, right? So self-reflection is something that you can do with trading, but you can also do it in life, right? Like self-reflection is a very simple exercise where you just write down, today I traded and broke my rules, right? And we're going to actually here, let me share my screen so we could actually do this, and you can actually see what it is I'm talking about. Share right there. And then I'm going to pull up TOS. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you, actually, if I come over to the Discord, this is a quick little screenshot that I took today of my first two losses. Okay. So I traded SPX. You'll see here, my first trade right here was a loss. We went with the 6285 puts. I took a $320 hit right here. And then later in the day, I took a call, right? And right here, I took a $260 loss, right? So here's two losses in front of you. Now, once again, if you guys have seen my content, you guys know I follow a pretty strict system, okay? And for anybody that wants more information on my system, all you have to do is click that link below. It's going to bring you to my website where I break down my three-step approach. Okay. But see, this three-step approach that you see right here in front of your eyes, that has an 81% win ratio. Okay. But the most important thing is it only has an 81% win ratio when you follow its criteria. Okay. So for anybody that wants these data reports that I accumulate, if you want these sent to you weekly, all you have to do is put your first, last name, email in, and I'll send you weekly data reports along with a free mini course on this strategy. Okay, it's extremely effective. But the thing what's most important about trading is to really help you understand, you only saw, like, if you have a specific win ratio that you're looking to capitalize on, it's only going to work for you if you're actually following the rules. Hold on one second, guys. You leave, baby? Yeah. All right, go have fun. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna be long. All right, love you. So yeah, it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, this strategy has an 81% win ratio. And then if you're not going to follow the criteria, you can't lean on the win ratio. Okay. So it's really important to distinguish that and, to be like, okay, I have an approach that works for me. Okay. It's a very simple three-step approach. Let's real quick review, right? This is the self-reflection process. Step number one is identify the critical level. Okay. This is what I failed to do today. Okay. Step number one is identify the critical level. This means you want to be trading off a level that has abnormal amounts or excessive amounts of volume. Okay. Step number two is you trade a moving average crossover. And then step number three is you trade an RBI or GBI entry. Okay. Very simple three-step approach. And when you follow this, you will land yourself in an 81% win ratio. Okay. So let's go over the trade that I took and see if it falls in the criteria. All right. So the market opened up this morning and it was extremely choppy, right? We price sells off open print. Price rallies back up into open print, and then we start to get a lot of selling. Okay. So initially in the Discord, when I'm looking at this, I'm waiting for my criteria to present. Okay. I'm waiting for a moving average cross. I'm waiting for a retest off orb, etc. But we don't get it. We get a violent move to the downside. Okay. Super fast move to the downside. And now this is where I went wrong. I broke character today in two different places. Number one is I wasn't trading off a critical level. Okay. Yeah, I ended up going short right here on this candle. And it's so crazy because isn't it funny, right? When you take a loss, you look back and you're like, dude, what were you thinking? Yes, there was a moving average cross. Yes, there was a green bar that got ignored, but there was no critical level. Okay. And we were ultra extended from the 9 double exponential moving average on the 1 hour. So all my followers know I like to stay hyper aware of where the 1 hour trend is. Okay, look, if I pull up this 1 hour trend, look how far away we are from the moving average. Okay, we're literally more than $1, maybe $1.50 here, actually about $2 away from the 1 hour moving average. So anytime, like look at right here, anytime you're far away from that moving average, it's not a good idea to trade a continuation. Okay, so the first trade I took today, yes, it was a loss, but what can I actually take from it? To no matter what, and you know what, this is a combination of a bunch of things. Okay, like the market has been very sporadic, right? Like and what I mean by that is lately the mornings we've been getting violent moves, right, off the rip in the morning, right? Like very quick moves. We yesterday was very similar, right? Look at yesterday's price action, very similar, just a rally off the open, and then the market didn't look back. Okay, so I let the violent morning move cause me to break character because I'm going, hey, you know what? Yesterday we rallied and price continued. So today we're rallying down. I'm going to trade a green bar that gets ignored right here. And I'm going to neglect the fact that it's not off a critical level and that it's extended from the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So this is what I call breaking character. Now, the goal of this exercise is not to completely crush and kill yourself over breaking a rule, right? It's not to go, oh my God, you're so retarded. Why'd you do this? This is why you failed. Like, this is not a time for you to get negative on yourself. It's a time for you to reflect on what works and what doesn't. Okay. That's the most important part because come tomorrow, when you go into the market, you have to ask yourself what's working and what isn't. Okay. So two key things I could take away from this is number one, don't trade far away from the moving average. And number two, always make sure you are trading off a critical level. Okay. This is one of the most important things to do. And you know, when FOMO, fear of missing out, when it starts to settle in, you got to ask yourself, okay, yes, price has violently sold off open print, but where is my 1 hour moving average? Okay. So that was my first loss right there. You know what? I thought I dealt with it pretty well. I wasn't too worried about it. I didn't let it go super far against me, right? I was able to stomp out of the trade very well. That is what we like to see. Okay. Once again, I want to reflect on what I did right and what I did wrong. Yes, I found myself in a losing trade. Yes, I broke character, but I still exited the position exactly when I realized I should. I didn't let the trade go anywhere past that 30 to 35% negative drawdown. Okay. So all in all, in my book, that's a win. I learned from it. I'm able to come back tomorrow a little bit better. That's the key in trading. It's not necessarily, oh, make $1 million today. It's never put yourself in an ultra vulnerable scenario where you're not going to be able to trade tomorrow. Okay. So once again, that's key. All right. So that was my first trade right there, which was a loss. And then my second trade. Okay, so I ended up taking the market long right on this candle right here at the 11:30 candle. I was looking for a long play up into previous day low and end of day. Now, I think it's very important to talk about uh once again here, I'm not trading off a critical level. I'm just trading off a previous super far away level, okay? And once again, it wasn't the fact that I didn't trade off a pint number. Was it doesn't really matter. No. What matters here is that the market was just unfruitful. Okay. How do we know this? Look at how many moving average crosses we got here. We literally got one here. We 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 got one here. This is what we call chop. Okay. So once again, I entered the market long. I'm looking to capture a move all the way up into previous day low, and we don't get it. Okay. I stomped out exactly where I was supposed to. I didn't put myself in any vulnerable scenario. I was able to get in the market and then realize very quickly that the trade wasn't working in my favor. And once again, this is why trading our strategy is so effective. Because yes, I took the market long, and it ended up turning against me. Okay, so we get a moving average cross, we get a red bar that gets ignored. Here we're at the 1 hour time frame. I'm looking to target previous day low. I'm looking to target end of day. This is a clean long setup. In my opinion, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this trade. Okay, like hands down, there's this setup right here, and I'll show you. Prints. I've made more money on this strategy, on this setup. So, like, once again, I'm not concerned that the edge isn't working. Okay. I'm more concerned that the market wasn't fruitful, right? Here's a very similar setup we took last Friday when we were live. Let me see. Oh, here's another one right here. Look, moving average cross off a critical level. Red bar gets ignored. Rally. Okay. So it's not necessarily that the criteria is not working or the strategy is ineffective. Okay. It's the fact that we had super choppy market conditions today and there was just no follow through. So once again, it's super important for us to look at the facts. Okay. Yes, I had 3 losses today. But the moral of the story is I broke character on this first trade, and it's because it was super extended from the 1 hour moving average. Okay, I accept that. But the other trades they fell right into my criteria. So once again, when I'm going through my self-reflection process, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to crush myself. And I'm definitely not going to define myself by a few losing trades. Okay. I'm going to go, okay, Josh, yes, you lost money today. But did you lose money because you didn't follow your system? Or did you lose money because the market just wasn't fruitful? Right? And in this scenario, it's the market was garbage. It was absolute garbage. And I'm not even trying to blame the market. I'm just saying I got caught in chop. So to make a long story short, when it comes down to self-reflecting and do I want to bring this same strategy to the market tomorrow, right? Is what you should be asking yourself as well. Like, do I want to trade? Am I confident and comfortable with the way that I've been executing to bring that behavior to the market tomorrow? That is a question every trader should be asking themselves. And when I ask myself that question, I 100% say, yes, I'm completely fine with the system I'm trading. I'm completely fine with the strategy I'm trading, right? This is exactly why we started to collect data 10 months ago, right? Is to make sure when we have losing days, we don't defer from the strategy, okay? Because that's where you could really find yourself spiraling and getting caught in downtrends, in bad weeks that turn into bad months, etc. So yeah, that was my second loss right there. You see, if I go back to the Discord here, and I really just like being transparent with you guys because that's what's key. I mean, everybody on YouTube's gonna always show you their wins. Well, oh my God, look how much money we made, right? Like I mean, look, we literally cleared $1,300 last Thursday, 116%, right? but who can come on YouTube and talk about their losses, right? That's what's most important. Because it's like, yeah, you know, any of us can make money. It literally takes a click of the mouse, okay? Like, it takes no skill to make money in the market. What takes skill is to be able to take some losses and come back tomorrow with the same mindset and go, you know what? Yeah, I mean, yesterday I traded super extended from the 1 hour 9. Do I want to do that again? Right? And it's not necessarily like, oh, never do it again, right? Like, you got to literally ask yourself, like, you cannot define who you are as a trader based off one day. You can define yourself as a trader based off your system, based off your strategy and how much you believe in it. And that's exactly what we've done over here at HPT, is built an approach that traders follow. You know what I'm saying? And it really it propels them into becoming way more confident, controlled, and convicted day traders because they have a system that they can believe in, that they can execute. Okay. So yeah, you know, that was first trade right here, loss. Second trade right here, loss. Well, let's talk about this before I got sidetracked. So I went long here at the 1105 candle. Okay. Moving average cross, red bar gets ignored. I'm long. I'm targeting PDL. I'm targeting EOD and open print. Trade goes against me, and I stop out on this candle right here. Okay. Why is the HPT cross so effective? And it's because this reason right here. The RBI, GBI. Okay. 95% of day traders fail. And it's not because they're stupid. It's not because they're arrogant. It's not because they're low IQ. It's because they do not know how to get out of losing trades. Okay. I was this trader for an extremely long time. The best way to always stop out of a losing trade is to know exactly where to stop out at all times. Okay. Every trader that I coach and mentor, they thank me over and over once I show them the RBI, GBI entry criteria. So when you get a red bar that gets ignored, you enter into the market long, considering the other two variables of the strategy are present. So we enter into the market long. Where does our stop loss go? Directly below the red bar that was ignored. So no matter what, I always know exactly where to stop out of my losing trade. Always. There's never a point in time where I'm questioning where to get out of my trade. It's always going to go below the previous candle because that's the level I don't want to see buyers lose. Okay. It's pretty much a break and retest. Today was extremely choppy, so it's not like that effect. It's not that clear. But usually, once this level breaks, price sells off. Okay. So, once again, did I follow my strategy? Yes. Did I execute it appropriately? Yeah. Did I stomp out where I was supposed to? Yes. Then so be it. You know, like, one of the big things that I always like to talk about is, like, if you were playing blackjack and you got a king, and let's just say you hedged your bet, right? You put $100 on it. If that hand lost to a blackjack, yeah, you'd be a little frustrated, but you wouldn't completely implode or go full tilt, would you? No. Then why is it do traders have a losing day or a couple losing trades and they go full tilt and blow their account? Right? Like, we have to treat this as if it was blackjack. But the difference is you're the card counter. Okay? You're the house. The house, meaning the casino, you think they're worried about losing a hand or two? No. The house knows the more they play, the more money they make over time. And that's exactly what we're here to do on the markets. Okay. We're not here to win every single day. As a matter of fact, I can't stand when traders are so obsessed about being green for the day. Like, be okay with a loss. Be okay with walking away from the market in the red. Like, that's fine. because I know my system works. So as long as I follow my system over time, I'm good. As long as I'm stopping out where I'm supposed to, I'm good. As long as my winning trades, I let them run for a bit, I'm good. Yeah, we risk one candle on a loss, but on a win, we're locking in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. We're locking in 70%. We're locking in 116%. So once again, this strategy, look right here. I mean, moving average cross, green bar, red bar gets ignored, rally. Yeah, like it's inevitable. Look at right here. Red bar gets ignored, rally. Okay. So once again, the system works. If it's not working, you got to ask why it's not working for you. So, that was overall, I just really wanted to come on here and talk about, because I feel like a lot of traders beat themselves up when it comes to losses and dealing with losses, etc. So I just really wanted to come on here and talk to traders and just enlighten them with what worked for me with that self-reflection process. Now, real quick before I hop off, in the Discord, I created a trading psychology checklist. Okay. Now, for all traders that are already on the team, you have full access to this. Okay. But for traders that aren't on the HPT team, go ahead and join our Discord. I have a free segment on the Discord, and this is completely free. I will let all traders use this. But basically, it's a trader psychology checklist where you really break down, did I wait for my criteria? Did I size the trade accordingly? Did I feel strong emotion during the trade? FOMO, right? Like today on my first trade, I felt FOMO. Did I break any rules or improvise today on my first trade? Yes, I traded a super extend from the 1 hour 9. Am I following my preset stop loss? Yes. Okay. What were the 2 motions I felt today? Did I follow my trading plan? 100%. Yes. If not, why? What was my biggest mistake? Trading against the 1 hour 9. What did I do best today? Stomp out. I stomped out flawlessly today. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing, because that's really the only place where you can really lose, right? Like, I'm going to take this straight from my boy Todd. He said there's 4 outcomes, okay? There's win big, win small, lose small, okay? If you could just get rid of that lose big, you're already 70% of your way there to becoming a consistent trader. Now, this is one of the most important questions right here. What will I do differently tomorrow? So tomorrow, when the market opens up, I will confidently trade my 3-step approach as always, okay? But what I'm going to do is stay hyper aware of where the 1 hour 9 is, okay? I'm going to stay hyper aware of choppy market conditions. Any violent move, you can expect chop. Why? Let's talk about that real quick. Why can you expect chop after a violent move? It's because the 1 hour moving average needs to catch up. Like look at this. Hold on. What's a good example here? Let me see here. When you get a super violent push, let me see. Oh, right here. So look at the moving average here. See how prices rally. Now we're kind of extended. The moving average is up here, prices down here. And then price sucks back up into the moving average and then rallies. Okay. So think of what's happening right here on the 5-minute. That's what needs to happen on the 1 hour. Okay. The 1 hour is just a much larger time frame. So it's going to take some time for price to even out. Okay. It's a very simple principle on the moving average, right? What gets extended is going to chop around until price catches up. So once again, this was just a really, silly mistake on my part. But you know what? It was just enough to help ground me back to what works, what doesn't work, so that I can effectively get back into the market tomorrow and execute. So this is how I want you guys to deal with your losing trades, right? Like, don't beat yourself up. You're not a piece of shit, okay? Like, you're not retarded. We make mistakes, and that's fine. But the key is to make sure you're actually learning from them, right? Like, when you look at the strategy that I've been trading for the last 10 months and like all the videos I make on it and all the wins, right? Like all those super great trades we talk about, like the reason I was able to get there, and I'm not saying I'm like this amazing trader, but what I'm saying is like the reason I was able to craft this 3-step approach that helps hundreds of traders is because I was able to learn from my losses. Okay. Like, that's the key. The key to actually building a presence in this game, like if you really want it, the key is to learn from your losses. Okay. We got great exercises that I use in the mentorship program where we call it redefining our approach. And basically it's an exercise that highlights what's working for you and what isn't working. Okay. It's just a really deep self-reflection process. It's very similar to what you've seen me do here just now. But you got to ask yourself what's working for you and what isn't working for you. And then take the common denominators and craft your own strategy. Okay. So I just wanted to hop on here, guys, and talk about this beautiful day. Look at this. Hold on. Where is it? A little bit of red here, but you know what? It's not about where you're at. It's where you end up. That's nothing. I can't wait to finish this week strong. Okay. So once again, before we hop off, guys, before we move on, check out the data reports. Okay. We have a very effective 3-step approach. Like I told you, it's helped hundreds of traders. And if you want a free mini course on it, click right here, and I will also send you data reports. Now, if anybody comes on my Discord, you're going to see there's been some changes to our memberships. So basically, I'm offering 3 different ways to get involved. Actually 4, but you're going to see this, right? There's 3 different ways here to get involved. $47 a month gets you access to our signals and our day trading platform. $97 a month is going to enroll you into our VIP mentorship program. Okay, it is a very effective program, and is really for traders that are ready to take it to that next level and start to dive deep into that self-reflection process. Okay, and not only that, learn to really master an approach. Right, it's very effective. And then I'm also offering people to join and get 12 months access just for a one-time payment as well. But I've been getting a lot of questions as well. We are still running Trader Bootcamp. Okay, for the last couple of days in this month, you can still take advantage of Trader Bootcamp. $150. Okay, 1 year full access to our team, coaching sessions, weekly mindset webinars, everything. Okay, so this is literally what's today. This is like July 22nd. This will be running for the next 8 days. Take advantage of it. I'm only taking 3 more traders. My schedule is absolutely packed. So I want to make sure I'm able to give all traders the appropriate time they need in the one-on-one sessions. So check it out, guys. I love you. Don't let a losing day define you. Okay. If you had a tough day, don't beat yourself up. Okay. If you had a great day, that's awesome. But the goal is for you to rest your head at night and go, listen, my system works only when I work it. Okay. You are only as good as your ability to follow your system. So make sure you consistently execute it. Okay. So I love you guys. Have a phenomenal day. We're trading live on Friday. So I'll see you guys there. Peace.